Well, that's a question even I don't know the answer to, and we're being very open about that. So we've explained to people that there are a number of important issues that force us to not be mechanical or to use a rule or to plan ahead in that way. We've said we're totally data dependent, and those issues are very fundamental. Like, one of the most important ones is that with the level of debt that we have today compared to what we had 10 years ago, we're absolutely certain that the economy will prove to be more sensitive to higher interest rates than in the past. How much more? Well, we can't really be sure, but it's on the order of, based on our estimates, 50% more sensitive to interest rates than before. Well, that just means we're kind of feeling our way. Okay, so the first two rate hikes that we did were really basically taking off cuts that we put in place in the oil shock. This was our first one that goes above that, and we're monitoring very carefully how the household sector is responding to these higher rates. Already there's a modest slowdown in credit formation. So,
are you also NAFTA dependent?
Oh, yes, very.
What's the reaction if Donald Trump decides to walk away from trade negotiations, effectively smashing this global supply system that exists?
Well, again, a very difficult thing to predict, a presumption that it would be a negative for the economy. But I think what's maybe the more important, the question is, how will trade sort itself out? It goes right down to company by company. You re-optimize based on a tariff structure. But I think the more important channel of effect on the economy is already active, and that's the investment channel. So when firms decide to invest, those are things that are like sort of 5 or 10-year decisions. They're not every quarter. And so for the last year, they've been telling us, well, I'm holding off on my investment. I'm considering expanding my Alabama plant instead of expanding my Ontario plant. And those kinds of decisions last for a long time. And so we've got a drag on investment that's already in place because of the uncertainty around NAFTA, not about whether NAFTA's actually happened, okay? So we're watching that closely and talking to firms directly to help us understand that.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.